Hey all you Pixil viewers, it's about that time again. Man, do I have a tutorial for you guys today. I'm going to show you how to make an XML slideshow gallery. It's going to be an epic tutorial, 4 parts. I'm going to show you what XML is, what an array is, how to load XML into Flash, and I'm going to show you some cool transitions. So let's not waste any time and jump right into it. Alright guys, welcome to XML 101. I'm going to show you the proper way to write an XML document. Let's dive right into it. Alright, if you used HTML at all, you're already ahead of the game. XML is very similar in the sense that every opening tag must have a closing tag. For example, here is a tag of strong around the word hello. As for XML, I have a tag of name around the word Jumbo. Or we can have a self-closer, like the image tag in HTML. I make a tag called name, give it an attribute of first and a value of Jumbo. Unlike HTML, XML allows you to create your own naming convention. So use this to your advantage. Let's say you're making a username XML. Use tags like username, password, or email. Or if you're making a photo gallery, you can use names like nature, city, or space. Anything to you that would make sense to work for your project. Now there are a few rules of XML that I want to point out. 1. Every XML document must have a root node. 2. XML is very case sensitive. It doesn't matter if you use camel case, all lowercase, or all caps, just make sure you use them consistently. I recommend using camel case. I find it easier to read and that's how I use it in my style of writing. 3. As first stated, all tags must be closed, either with a closing tag or a self-closing tag. Number 4, all tags must be properly nested, meaning opened and closed in order. As an example, I'm using the tag color green and a tag called color, and this illustrates the proper way of nesting your code. 5, all attributes must be quoted. For the example that I'm using, I want the path to my photo to be an attribute. On the screen is the example of the right way and the wrong way of doing it. 6. You must have a Doctype declaration. This helps avoid any confusion on the browser's part. If you open a new XML document in a program like Dreamweaver, it'll give you the Doctype automatically. Other notable properties of XML is, like HTML, you can leave comments. Comments are done in the same way in XML as they are done in HTML. This is great for many reasons. 1, you can comment out a code if you don't want to use it, but don't want to get rid of it right away. Or you can leave reminders to yourself or other people that might be using your code. Also, special characters. There are a few illegal characters you need to be aware of. For example, I make a tag for math, and the value of that to a human reads 9 is less than 15. But the less than sign denotes an opening of a tag. This would break in almost every case. So you want to render that value the way a human reads it, then use the correct form. For this case, let's use ampersand LT semicolon. That's the correct form to write less than. There are a few more to know, so take a look at my cheat sheet for which characters are illegal and what their correct form are. So now that we got the basics of XML down, let's write a document that we can use to fuel our slideshow. Let's make a new XML document and save it under the name of slideshow.xml. Go to line 2 and open a root node, and let's call it slideshow. Go down a few lines and close that root node. Next, let's make a child of the root and call it photo list. Go down a few more lines and close it. Also, let's give it an attribute of date with the value of September 2009. Go ahead and make one more child, but this time it's going to be a part of the photo list and we're going to call it photo. This node is going to be a self-closing node, so let's give it 2 attributes, one called path and the other called disk, the abbreviation of description. And for the value of path, put images /001.jpg, and for description, put title1. Copy and paste the photo node 6 times. And for the second node, change the path to be 002.jpg and title to. And for the third one, change it to 003.jpg and title 3, and so on. And there you have it. You just wrote your first XML document. We're going to use this a little later on to fuel our slideshow.